life. So if you're new, hello, hi, welcome. My name is V, and today is Magical Monday live stream, which is a new series on my channel where I share all of my intuitive journaling prompts experience, whatever it is that I've gone through that week, and I really feel like there is something to be learned from that. That is what Magical Monday Live is all about. So I'm so excited for this Magical Monday Live because this was something super recently, and honestly, it was just one of those most transformative conversations, like a transformative call for me. And it was that I had this call with my mentor, and she helped me heal through something so deep, so deep. And it was so crazy because the thing is, it is a theme that I have been working on for years. I have been journaling on years on this topic because I had a lot of friendships. I was in different group of friendships. And the thing is, girl, it was a whole thing. So that is like some story time that I'll be sharing in this live stream. But going back to that call, she helped me heal through that. And I realized a deeper wound layer within that area that I was working on. And I felt so relieved, so like, oh my gosh, like something has been lifted off. And it was just truly amazing. So I really wanted to like share this magic with you all because I feel like that is what the Diva universe is all about. We're all about elevating, we're all about using our experiences to become better versions of ourselves. So I want to share the magic with you all because I feel like there is something for someone to be learned from this experience, because this is not something that only I go through. I bet you 100% a million people's gone through this, especially if you're someone who had a lot of friendships in your life. You had a lot of girlfriend relationships, honey. And your girl has had a lot. Mucho, mucho, mucho. I've been like in 4 different groups. And the thing about it is that the way I entered the friendships, I was already coming from a place of not feeling seen, not feeling acknowledged, not feeling wanting to people please. And a dangerous, dangerous game is seeking friendships when you're a people pleaser. Because when you seek friendships when you're a people pleaser, a lot of the things that can happen. And one of the things that happened to me back then, girl, this was like 10 years ago, girl, was um because I had 4 groups of friendships throughout the years. And because of each of these, I had different experience. However, you know how already how I feel. Each experience is there to teach you something. And I needed to go through those friendship. I needed to lose myself so I could go back and find myself. Those friendships, those relationships were help me. Like I was pretending so long to be someone that I'm not, just to have these people around me. And because I was so lost within that, it helped me go back and find out who I really am, girl. And the crazy part is, I already knew who I was. I already knew who the fuck I was. I just got so caught up with wanting to have friendships around me that I changed who I was to people please, to have these people around me. And then I hated who I become because I became just exactly like these girls. And I realized they're just terrible people. I don't want to be like them. And lost myself. And then by going through that whole process, I cannot come here and tell you like how all of these things somehow they can create filters within you. And these filters are the same. I'm not, if you don't know what, let me just clarify what I mean by filters. So filters are like beliefs that you create within yourself when you go to an experience that is highly emotionally charged. And these filters become like, you use these filters to filter your behavior, actions, decisions. It's something very subconscious. And I learned about this throughout my celibacy journey. When I started journaling on this experience, and I learned that, oh my God, this has created this belief within me. And that is how I actually created the angel frequency course that I'll be having in July, which is my process to changing limiting beliefs, to changing these experiences, to changing the belief that I created because of this experience that I've gone through. And it was a lot of journaling. I changed this thing so many times. Like, I have a six step journal prompt. I have an 8-step journal prompt, and then I have a 10-step journal prompt to help me like go deep within my subconscious and realize where does this belief come from, and like remove it or change it from that root. So because I've journaled on these so many times, it has helped me to create this specific structure, which is easier for me, which every time that I be going through something, or I be realizing, oh, there is something not matching, honey, I open that sixth process and I'm like, let me write this shit down, because we're about to change this, period. So that is actually what filters are, and that is the course that I'll be having for July, which is angel frequency, which is my specific method that I have been doing for years. So I'm super excited about that. But going back to the story time. So where was I? Yes, friendships, da da da. The relationships, filters, da da da. Okay. So what happens is, like, because I really was in this people pleasing mode and I really wanted to be liked and whatever, within each of these group of friends, I created this persona with them because I really wanted to be liked by them. So I would see things that they would do, or how they would talk, or things that they would say, and just try to go with the flow, just so that we could still be friends. It was so freaking crazy, because baby, what the fuck. But it was something that I was going through. And when I realized that these people are like, it was so crazy, because I became this person that I hated. I disliked myself. I disliked who I was when I was with them. I disliked how much I pretended. And I pretended that it was okay, or that it was alright, just because this is how they are. So I thought this is how I need to be around them, so that they don't, they don't leave me or whatever. And that is a dangerous place to be in. It is a dangerous game to go within the friendships with the intention of, I want to make friends, so let me be this people pleaser, let me be this girl, let me be this, let me be that. And what happened is, because I was faking it, each of these relationships fell through. So it was first this specific 3 group of girls that I was friends with, and I was just trying to be this super likable person for them. And I went to the extent of, like, one thing about me, I love making people feel good. I love making people feel good because I love feeling good. Like, I'm all about it. And I will go to the extent of lying to make them feel good. And that relationship fell off. Then I had another group of friends that I was friends with for like a few years. And it was okay, but I realized that this person was just using me for how fucking amazing I was. And later on, that friendship also fell off. So I discovered another group of friends. This one was the most traumatizing one. This genuinely was just one of those friendships that I extended the people pleasing habits. I extended being in this fake persona just to be liked by them. And it was just downhill after that friendship. And then I manifested another friendship, which is the friendship that helped me heal through all of these three friendships that I went through, which was crazy because each of these one I created this persona to be liked by them. And then when the relation, because of the persona that I created, I also created filters within me, because each of these friendship, guys, like, it wasn't that I was the victim. I was the victim and the villain. I was the victim and the villain. Like, they were they were good friends, but it was some crazy things. Like, they were some crazy things that happened, and I'll be sharing some of them with y'all, but not all of them, because some, like, girl, these people were terrible. And the last girl really helped me realize all of the trauma that all of these other friendship I've cultivated within me because of these friendships. So the lesson one that I want to really say is that the experience that you've been through doesn't define who you are, or who you will become. People will perceive and judge you, and it's not your responsibility, because a lot of what happened with me, I've internalized all of that experience at some point. And the things that these people were saying about me were not true, but I believed them because they were the closest people around me. But I didn't realize that they was telling me these things because eventually they just wanted to bring me down. But I couldn't see that they wanted to bring me down because I was so caught up into wanting to be liked by them, the people pleasing of wanting to be friends with them. So I couldn't see the terrible things, the BS that they were doing, and I internalized a lot of the things that they were telling me. So that is part one. Now, as I mentioned, within the angel frequency course, I will be teaching you guys my specific method. And when I turned celibacy and I had time to journal on these topics and just reflect back to see what can I learn from this, what can this bring to my life right now. And by sitting this, doing that so often within journaling, I've created like this specific process of this specific journal prompts or actions that I take to help me change those beliefs or even remove those beliefs because of those experiences that I have internalized. And I am so excited. I am so freaking excited about sharing this method because this is what really helped me change my life and just see things differently right now. Like, nobody can tell me shit about who I am, because who I am is built. I've built myself. I've recreated myself. I had to go back and remove all of those ideas, all of the identities, all of the projections and the judgment that people throw at me, and I've internalized. I needed to go back, remove all of those layers, and build myself back up. And it's been years of journaling. So nobody can come here and tell me shit about who I am. Guys, 1 second. Oh. Hi.
Ja, doe ik dit. Ja.
Top.
Zo heeft u een pakketje voor de buren houden?
Ja, maar ja.
Ja. Ik kom zo nog even. Als je niks
Ja.
van me hoort, dan ben ik het kwijt.
Ja, is goed. Maar als je zo meteen terug bent, gewoon eventjes hier neerleggen, omdat ik ben in een call. Maar ik zal meteen het gewoon pakken.
Top.
Ja? Is goed. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh my god, so intrusive. Okay, but I have to get the package, girl, because I'm working on a set design and I'm so excited. But going back, so Era, nobody can tell me shit because I had to go back and remove all of those freaking layers by using these journal prompts, which I'm really excited. And it's coming up in July, Angel Frequency course, and a lot of the videos that I will be uploading, you guys will be seeing that it will be in regards of like this process and just removing these layers. So one of the first story that I really want to share with y'all is like I there was a time period in my life, especially when I was like 15, I really loved taking pictures. And I was taking a lot of pictures and I was posting them on Facebook. Girl, I was posting every day, 3 times a day. Period. Before this whole influencing, Instagram, all of this, girl, I was the I was the influencer of Facebook. And this is when Facebook just started. And it was like a maximum of, you could have like a maximum of two 500 friendships, and if you have more than 500 then you've reached your limit, you cannot add any more friends. I was on that level, and I just loved taking pictures every day and just posting them with a cute quote and using all these filter and editing. It was whatever. And I became very popular on Facebook. Girl, I became super popular. I've reached my friends limit, and it became super exciting for me because the likes would go up. I would receive a lot of comment, especially on the pictures that I would like put a lot of effort in. It was like a whole experience for me, so I really loved it. And after like 2 years of being on Facebook, oh my god, I started getting bullied down bad. Like people started, you could like reshare someone's post, and people would like reshare my post and comment rude things about me and just say mean things about me. And I even had this friendship, this one specific friend. She was more popular than I, and she took my picture and took someone else's picture and put it side by side and said like, this picture looks better, you copied her, like make a whole drama around it. And people started, people in Aruba, they love the drama, they love the gag. So they all started commenting and telling all these horrible things. And honestly, that was like a very traumatizing experience for me, because for the whole month it's just like people got comfortable with attacking me. And I stopped posting because they were attacking me. Like I was also posting just quotes that I would find on MySpace or Tumblr. Bitch, they were even attacking me under those posts. And it became so horrific for me that I was like, I had to shut down Facebook. And since then, I don't have a Facebook. It's been 10 years and I don't have a Facebook because of that experience. And the craziest part is that all the people that were attacking me, all the people that were telling me all these ugly stuff and all terrible things, a few years later, when I started going out and I became super popular, they all wanted to be my friends. They all wanted to be my fucking friend. It was crazy. So because of that experience that I have with Facebook, that experience create a filter within me. And the filter that it created was like, people don't like me and I have to be extra to be liked. And it created this narrative within me that I had to change my way or be a specific way so I can be liked by these people. And that was what I was saying in the beginning of this live stream, talking about how sometimes you have friendships or relationship where if you go with the intention with people pleasing within friendships, it's a dangerous game, because you will lose who you are trying to become someone that you're not. And that narrative, that idea was built upon me because of that experience on Facebook with these fucking people and the friendships that I had before that Facebook. Because these same girls were people that at school, they would do petty things, petty things. And I would not notice how petty they were being because I was so caught up in trying to be liked. Baby, it was crazy. So, by using my journaling process, I was able to see this for what it was and then change that narrative, change that belief, change that idea that I have created within me because of that experience that I had. And girl, if it wasn't for journaling, I would have never realized this. Like for it, I would have never realized it. So the other story time that I really want to share with you guys is well, first I want to say people that see your light, they hate it and they will do things to bring you down. That whole situation of being attacked on Facebook, people were seeing my light, and that's why they was attacking me and trying to bring me down. And they how they could do this? By bullying me, by attacking me every day, by telling me that I'm this person when in reality I'm not. The second thing that I want to share with y'all is that after that experience, it also created an armor within me, that there was a time I started believing like that experience was so impactful for me. And you know that I am all about changing things into making them work for you. So I changed that experience in a specific time frame of my life, and I view that experience as people hate me because I'm the shit. People hate me because I'm fucking amazing. And I said to myself that I am never going to let other people like bring me down, and I'm going to have high standards for myself. And was a specific time frame where I did this. And in this time frame, I would start going out. I start doing my makeup. It was more in later teen, early 20s. That whole Facebook situation, that was between the age of 13 to 15, I think, in between that. So I started going out, and when I was going out, I shared this story with y'all where I would get ready, do my makeup, do my hair. My friends would come over, the fake friends that I had at the time, the ones that were being petty to me. Oh, I had another story time of one of these girls, because one of these girls became my friend just because his boyfriend thought that I was the most beautiful woman, and because of that, she wanted to be my friend. And I allowed her. I allowed her to be my friend. I allowed her to be my fucking friend. Can you imagine how blind I was wanting to please these people that I allowed someone that hated me to be my friend? Insane. Insane. So I started going out. And doing my makeup, doing my hair, get ready. You know, your girl was ready to go out. And before arriving to the party or traveling to the party, I would feel like this like butterfly feeling, like this nauseous feeling. And I hated it because it reminded me of how I was feeling every time that I was reading one of those comments. And when I arrived at the party, I would let my friends like go inside, and before I go, I would like go somewhere in the woods, and I would just breathe in and remind myself of who the fuck I am. And because I did this process so frequently, there was a time where I started believing it, and I started treating myself like I'm the shit. Like nobody can tell me anything about who I am, what I deserve, or what I don't deserve. The world is open for me. This party is lit when I arrive. I have to arrive for the party to be lit. Otherwise, it's not gonna be lit. That is how I started feeling. And I started feeling that because I was reminded each time how it felt being attacked on Facebook, on Insta, on all of these pages, that I was like, I cannot allow that insecurity, that experience to define how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna use that in my favor. I'm gonna use that to help me create the opposite of what I truly want. And that is how I did it. That's how I did it. And because I was going out so much, and each time I was doing it. Never mind. Okay, each time I was doing it more, I started believing it. Each time that I was going out, I would go somewhere in the woods and just pray to myself to remind myself that I'm not that person, that I am not, that experience doesn't define me. And because I did that so frequently, it ultimately became how I started feeling. And the crazy part is that I started feeling this, I was just living my best life, and my friends around me start saying like that people were talking shit about me and saying that I believe that I'm all that. And I was in shock. I was in shock that I was in shock that they were saying this, because those were the same people that bullied me. And now that I changed that and I start believing that I deserve the fucking best, that I'm the shit, nobody can tell me anything about who I am. Like, nobody can tell me anything about who I am or who I'll become. When I started walking in that energy, they all started criticizing me, telling me, oh, she thinks she all that. She da 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 da. She da 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 da. And then my friends started telling me, oh, people are talking this and saying this about you. And I was just confused. I was confused. Because it was from the same people that bullied me on Facebook. And now you out here, now that I changed that into my favor, you out here trying to bring me down again? No. No. And I share all of this because all of this came from one experience. That one experience created this filter, and then I rearranged this filter. I changed it in my favor, and then again the same experience happened again, that these people just start attacking me and doing all these crazy things. And that's why you cannot care, you cannot let what people say about you, the judgments they have, how they perceive you, how they think about you, or what they say about you, define or even have an impact on who you are. Because the fact is, people have low self-esteem. No, like, this is not, I don't want to offend anyone, but it really be like that. And when you're someone, you have high standards for yourself, you have high self-esteem, you believe and you know that you're the best, you deserve the best experience this reality has to give to you. They suddenly have a problem with you. They all of a sudden, like, they start doing these petty little things to bring your energy down, and they don't do it directly, they do it very indirectly. It's very indirectly, but they still do it. And that's why you also have to be very careful about the people that you surround yourself with, because I was allowing myself to be surrounded by all of these friendships that were just women that were jealous of me, and they were petty towards me. But because I was blinded by the people pleasing tendency, I allowed it. So I'm so grateful that all of that happened to me, because it helped me to create boundaries. It helped me to see people for who they are and just to go back within me, because I lost myself into trying to be this persona, to please all these friendships, to help all these people around me. But by being lost, I had no other option than to go and find myself back. And that is why I'm so grateful that I had all of these experiences with these friendships. But because of this experience that I had with these friendships, I can now sit and tell you that a lot of people go around walking feeling low about themselves. They feel insecure, they don't feel like they can have the things that they desire, and then they meet someone like you that does believe that and does know that, and they want to bring your energy down. Because I'm gonna give you all this last example. I had this one friendship. I think I used this example already, but I had this one friendship where I told, like, I'm the type of person that if I'm going to a concert, baby, I'm going VIP. Period. VIP because that's the experience that I want. I want to give myself the best experience. I want to be comfortable, and I always go VIP to every party that I go to. And I remember I told her, like, she knows this, and we were having this conversation because we was talking about to go to this festival, and she was in a situation where she couldn't afford it, and I completely understand because shit, if I can't afford to go VIP, then I wouldn't go because I can't afford it. Doesn't mean I'm not going, you know. So she turns around and she tells me, yeah, that well, she's not going VIP, and she believes that people that feel like they need to go VIP everywhere are monkeys. Girl, girl. When she told me that, I was having a moment. I was in it, and I was like, she kept talking, and I zoomed out, and I was having a realization, because I was like, damn, you know that I am that type of person. So why would you said something like that? But what happens is she doesn't believe that she deserves the best experience. She doesn't have that high standard for herself. So because she doesn't have that high standard for herself and see someone like me that does, what happens is they say these petty little things to make themselves feel better, because you're actually embodying it's so crazy because it's something psychological, but you're actually embodying an energy that they think or believe they cannot be. So because they think and believe they cannot be that energy, the most natural thing for them is to say certain things to make themselves feel better. So she said that just to make herself feel better. Because why would you give a comment of like, I believe that people that needs to go VIP everywhere are like monkeys? No, bitch. Just say that you jealous. Just say that you feel like you cannot have it, and because you feel like you cannot have it, you also feel like you have to attack it to make yourself feel better. And it was such a crazy moment because I zoomed out, and that is the moment I realized, oh, we cannot be friends anymore, because I cannot. Someone who has high standards for themselves cannot be around people that doesn't have the same standards, because what's gonna happen is the energy is not gonna align. Like, she felt that she didn't deserve those experiences, and I felt like I do deserve these experiences. So you see the difference. So what should I do? Should I also reduce myself and be like, okay, let me go regular because you want to go regular? Of course not. Raise the bar. Come to my level. Feel like this within you, because it's not about what you have in the outside or what you can or cannot have. It's about how you feel. So feel that for yourself. And yes, guys, so this is actually my live stream for today. Stop hiding behind the layers, stop hiding behind the persona or this idea that you created of yourself based on experiences, people, friendship, relationship, because I feel like the world creates so much perception, and if you are not careful, you fall into the trap of this perception. You think you have to be this to achieve this, you think you have to be that to achieve that, when in reality you don't have to be any of those things. You just have to be you, and in order to be you, you have to go within. You have to go within and feel like, what do I want? And when you go within and you ask yourself, what do I want, then you realize that none of these ideas or this perception really matter. And you cannot, like, don't let these things limit you, because that is what I was doing. I let all those experiences create filters within me that was limiting me. So do not let this experience limit you. Do not let them define who you are or who you will become. And this is the live stream for today. So the affirmation for this live stream is going to be I am who I am, and nobody can define who I will become. No experience can define who I will become. I am who I am. Entre ser y no ser, yo soy. Period. Diva frequency, baby. Stay elevated. Bye.